I don't know what's better. I don't know how I can be most effective. By the way, daily Landsblog, July the 7th, 2020. And I was thinking about this before, that I do have a natural inclination, even after all this time, to mask my struggles, to when I'm having a bad day, answer, no, I'm good. Just to totally bluff, totally put on the mask. And I'm not 100% sure why. I think a lot of us are wired that way because we don't like to complain. And then there's others who like to complain and moan and groan about all kinds of little things. I'm thinking of one person. You know who I'm thinking of, Case? I'm not going to say the name, but you know who I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, you do. So what's more effective? Me being really positive as someone who has experienced depression for the last 20 years and probably anxiety all through my life, to be really positive and to show you that I am an example of how positive life can turn out for you, that you can do the things in your life that you want to do, that you can actually heal, and while you may not get all the way better, you can get to a point that things are okay? Or is it better for me to be perfectly honest and, okay, you want to pan down? Riggs.
You get to that pillow.
Riggs, don't eat the wood. Gosh. Or is it better for me to just be perfectly honest? And I don't like to when I share, I don't want people to listen to me and go, oh, well, that's what lies ahead for me. But, I've found the last couple of days really challenging. And I took a week off, returned to my job as a radio host. And I was just filled with insecurity, especially last night and this morning and throughout the show. And there's no way that anyone could tell, but I could tell. I could tell that I'm not at my best, and everything is a bit of a bluff for me. And I just think that the first place that goes for me is self-esteem, and yet self-esteem is kind of it's the swagger that I carry all the time, and it's who I want to be, and it's what people define me as, is that guy with the cocky swagger. And I realize sometimes it's fake, and I came to the conclusion that it's better for me to share, because you can then take a realistic look at your own mental illness and say, okay, well, you know what? I may not be cured, but there's something that lies ahead that's better than where you are right now. And where you are right now, I need to tell you, if you think it's a really bad place, I understand that, but you gotta fight. It's the only way. You have to fight. I was writing a proposal for a sponsor for Sick Not Weak, and I was writing how the most important thing that we can do is we can instill in you the fight when you least feel like it. You need to press forward, and you need to go on your own sometimes, initiate the help. I know how hard it is, but that's why we're here, to give you that push. See how I did that, Case? That push? Mm-hmm. Yeah, or that pull. When necessary. Sicknotweak.com. 24 hours a day. And we're saying 420 days a year. If you have no idea why we could say 420 days a year, I'm going to tell you right now, because we did a show called Isolation Nation, 60 editions of it were 45 minutes in length, roughly. And we think that it entitles us to say that we're more than just every day. We're a lot more. That makes sense? Yeah, sort of. It's kind of hokey. I don't know, like 420 days a year. Do you have that? You're watching the dog, aren't you?
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna jump.
Hey, Riggs, get away from the edge. Let's talk about this.